Okay, good morning everyone. So our topic for today is all about the chapter 3, lesson 1, entitled The Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers, the Preamble and Article 1. So before we start our discussion, let me introduce to you my co-partner in this report. First, yours truly, I am Ryan J. Raz, and of course, partner with Miss Jenny A. Cinquenza. Okay, so every discussion or every report or every presentation, there should be an objective or learning outcome. Then in the session, we have only one learning outcome. Okay, let us read. Discuss and explain the preamble and the Article 1 of the Code of Ethics for Teachers in the Philippines. This session will be discussing all about the preamble and Article 1 of the Code of Ethics for Teachers in the Philippines. So our goal today is to explain briefly, discuss thoroughly what is all about in the preamble and Article 1. What is the meaning of the preamble and its sections? Okay? Okay. In this slide, there is a quotation, so let's first read. In law, a man is guilty when he violates the rights of others. In ethics, he is guilty if he only think of doing so, according to Immanuel Kant. Okay, let us first give an insight of the first sentence. And a lawman is guilty when he violates the rights of others. Of course, if we violate the rights of others, if we limits the boundaries of the right of others, we should be guilty because we commit mistakes in crime. We are guilty because there's a constitution law. A constitution or a law is a regulated set of standards to be a certain place to be peaceful and organized. So for the second sentence in ethics, he is guilty if he only think of doing so. Of course, for example, if we do something that is bad for satisfy for ourselves, just for our selfishness, we should be guilty because if we do it to someone to make someone's harm, it is bad, right? So in ethics, we feel guilty. We accuse as a guilty because in ethics, we should be careful. We should be mindful of what is morally right and what is bad. Okay? Okay. Okay, so in this slide, in everyday life, you are confronted with challenges to do the right thing. Of course, in our entire life, there are many challenges and problems we encountered, such as academic pressure, family problems, personal matter. However, those challenges molds us to be strong and not to give up easily. Indeed, every challenges have many proper solutions. If we think thoroughly of what is the cause, of what is the main problem, there should be a proper solution for that. Okay. Teachers are responsible for pushing their students to reach their full potential and developing their personalities. This is so right. Teachers are the pillar of all professions in all areas. A teacher is the core or the key to sharpen, to strengthening the skills, the talents, and equip proper attitude, behaviors to learners. And a teacher is the one who mold them, who honed them as a better one, as a better people in the community, and we teach them and we teach the learners of how to socialize with others, of how to put themselves in a broad manner like the community. Okay, when faced with professional decisions that appear to have ethical implication, the Code of Ethics Condition and Profession will guide you to determine the best action. So, this will be the start of our proper discussion, which the Code of Ethics. So, let us define first what is Code of Ethics and Preamble. First, what is Code of Ethics? The Code of Ethics is a set of principles designed to help professionals act with honesty and integrity. It is a written set of rules and management to assist them in carrying out their actions in accordance with the organization's primary values and standards. So, the code of ethics is a set of regulations which the professionals they should follow that code of ethics because it is for their own good as a professional. They should follow it thoroughly because that should be the standard. What should they act? What should they say? And what should their image to society because they are professional. Okay, what is preamble? A preamble is an introductory statement, particularly the introductory section of a constitution or statute typically states the reasons for intent of the law. So, the preamble it included the vision, mission, and core values of that certain law. Okay. Pursuant to the provision of paragraph Article 2 of Republic Act number 7836, otherwise known as the Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act of 1994, and Section 6, Presidential Decree number 223 as amended, the Board for Professional Teachers adopted and promulgates the following Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. Okay, so let us read first the preamble. Okay, teachers are duly licensed professionals who possess dignity and reputation with high moral values, as well as technical and professional competence. In the practice of their noble profession, they strictly adhere to observe and practice the set of ethical and moral principles, standard, and values. So if we take a look at the words used here in the preamble, we may say that the society or this code expects too much from us, expect too much from teachers. All those things are very idealistic, right? But you know, whether you like it or not, when you become teachers, then you will be subject to a lot of scrutiny in all places. You'll be considered not an individual because as a professional teacher specifically, you have the characteristic to influence a positive impact to learners as well in the community. So to sum it up, the preamble would tell us that a teacher must be a license holder who passed the licensure examination for teacher, or what we call LAT exam. Of course, after we graduate in our college degree, we should pass the licensure examination for teachers because that is the first step to begin our journey as a professional teacher. We should be a license holder. Okay. So a teacher must be dignified, of course, have a unquestionable credibility and reputation. Apart from those paper, of course, after we graduate, we equip intellectual, proper behavior and attitude, and how we can socialize in the community in a broader manner, right? Yes. Then, a teacher must be conscious to his or her words and actions that should be within the boundaries of morality. So, a teacher must be neutral in everything. A teacher must solve a certain issue, but then you will be hearing all the sides of the parties. Okay? Okay. So a teacher must be technically and professionally competent, and also a teacher must adhere to observe and to practice ethical moral principles, standards, and values. That is why we are discussing all about the code of ethics for professional teachers. So the next topic will be discussed by Ms. Jenais and Guenza. She will be discussed thoroughly what is the scope and limitation of Article 1, Section 1 and 2. She will be discussing it. So I am expecting that all of you will be listening to her attentively. Then it's good.
Article 1. Scope and Limitations. Section 1 the Philippines Constitution provides that all educational institutions shall offer quality education for all Filipino citizens. A vision that requires professionally competent teachers committed to its full realization. The provisions of this code shall apply, therefore, to all teachers in all schools in the Philippines. Section 1 reveals the saying, "Tell me of your teachers are, and I'll tell you the kind of student you are." Indeed, Section 1 points out that a teacher must provide quality education to would-be teachers because when the school gives quality to the students, then the school produces quality learners as well as quality teachers later on. Also, if quality teachers would be teaching, they would be producing quality students. Teachers, whether you like it or not, a lot of times you are the reflection of your students' abilities and competence. Section 2. This code covers all public and private school teachers in all educational institutions at the preschool, primary, elementary, and secondary levels, whether academic, vocational, special, technical, or non-formal. The term teacher should include industrial, art, or vocational teachers and all other persons performing supervisory and administrative functions in all schools at the aforesaid levels, whether on a full-time or part-time basis. This code covers all public and private teachers in all educational institutions. Also, the said code is applicable to you if you are a teacher, either public or private in elementary or high school. If you are an academic teacher, you're teaching on a regular basis that focuses on academic subjects. If you are a vocational teacher, you're teaching your learners with technical vocational skills. Electricians, truck drivers, hairstylists, medical records technicians, and emergency medical technicians. If you are a special education teacher, you're teaching learners with giftedness, disabilities, and special needs. If you are a non-formal education teacher, you're a teacher who visits the out of school youth and encourages them to enroll. If you are one of those, you are covered by the code. This code is applicable for performing supervisory or administrative functions, meaning the principal, master teachers, head teachers, all of them are covered by the code. Teaching is the essential profession, the one that makes all profession possible